Okay. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm so excited to see everyone's smiling face. If you guys are brave and you're in a spot where you can turn your cameras on, I would love to see everybody because this is our team. So many of you are new, but we are like a family here. You're going to learn that very quickly. I know with Savvi, it's been such a mind shift because everyone is so welcoming. Everybody just loves on everybody. And it's literally before Savvi, I never knew that I needed all these girlfriends, but I'm so grateful that we're all here. So if you're feeling brave and you're in a spot and it's safe to do so, turn your cameras on because we'd love to see you. But I don't know if everyone knows me. I'm Jill Johnson. I am a busy mom of 5. We actually homeschool, and then my husband and I run a investment real estate company together as well. And I partnered with Savvi just a little over a year ago. And it has been the best decision. It's been the best decision for a lot of reasons. And it's not all just, what it's been able to pay for, although those are awesome. And those have been like such gifts, but really this internal transformation. I look totally different than I did a year ago, but I look the same on the outside, if that makes any sense. The mindset that I have undergone. I mean, I went from being like very meek, like not feeling like I was a leader, not confident, to who I am today. But the one thing that I did, even though I felt like that, is I got out and I worked my business every day, even without the confidence, even without knowing everything. I mean, I really didn't know much about this industry at all. But I got out and I worked my business every day. And you guys, that is really that's the deciding factor on all of this, is just making that decision to touch your business every day, whatever that looks like for you. And so it's that consistency. If you are constantly outpouring and you are putting things out there and you are reaching out and you are talking to people, it's impossible for it to not come back in the form of customers, in the form of brand partners, in the form of hitting your goals. Now, the time frame might be different, and the time frame may not be exactly what you want. I know I've gone through that myself, but it's really that daily action, and that's really kind of why we're doing this call. You guys are all brand new. You guys have made an incredible decision to partner with, us personally. Like we are your new best girlfriends and mentors, and we're here to love on you and take care of you, and help you and help you grow in every way, but also just with this brand and with this company. So I'm sure that most of you joined because you had like most people a dollar amount, right? We also have kind of our why, but think really quickly just about that dollar amount. Maybe it's an extra $200. Maybe it's $500. Maybe it's $1,000. Maybe you're brave enough to actually like put it in the chat and share it with us. If you are, great. But maybe like hold that visual in your mind, maybe write it down. Now, put a 1 in the chat if you agree that it's going to take work to get that extra $250. If it's going to take work to get that extra $500 or to replace an income. Awesome. Yes, it's going to take work. So just know that this is where we're going. Now put a 2 in the chat if you're willing to do that work. If getting that extra $500 to send your son to camp, or to, for us, it's like maybe college tuition now we're looking at, or a car payment that we weren't anticipating, things like that. Put a 2 if you're ready to do that. And that's awesome. I'm loving this. Thank you, you guys. That's awesome. Loretta is brand new today, by the way. She literally just joined like hours ago. So I'm super excited to see her on here. So I'm going to pass this torch to Lauren Santicate, but she is going to tell you what it takes. She has been my mentor. I think the day I joined, I watched a video of hers. I don't know if she knows this, but everything she says, you guys, I literally write down and do. One of the things that I love is that there's no bull with her, right? And she just keeps it so simple. And we are just amazing at overcomplicating things. And we really just need to step back and keep it simple. So Lauren is a busy mom of 3. She is also a fellow real estate investor herself. And she's become a friend of mine, a mentor, and she's the #1 income earner in all of Savvi. So I'm super, super excited. Lauren, I'm going to let you take over. Thank you for doing this for us.
Oh my gosh, it's my pleasure. Hi, everybody. If you're brand new, it sounds like someone just joined today. Welcome. I'm going to hopefully not swear. So I apologize in advance if I do swear, but this is just how I roll. Guys, as Jill said, I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I live a little bit north of Boston, which is where the swearing comes into play. You know, thank you, Jill, for the kind words, number one. And like I said, it's an honor and a pleasure to be on here with you guys. I will say this. If you are here and you have made a decision to be here, be in this online space for whatever reason, right? You're smart and you're powerful, and you probably have more power inside of you than you even realize. And maybe you've been in the space before, maybe you're brand new, but I hope you all know how smart of a decision it is to create an income stream for yourself, leveraging the online space. I don't care if it's here with Savvi, if it's with the other brands that are out there, anyone who steps into the arena of self-accountability and hard work and grit and tenacity and consistency and all those things. It's hard, you guys. It can feel really hard, but taking the first step, like one day you kind of realize I can either, right, sit here and say, I'm too busy. I can't do that. I can't possibly add that. Or one day you're like, you know what? I am busy and life is crazy, but guess what? I can't not take back some sort of control of my own life. And so that's why I'm here. Like I said, busy mom, 3 little kids, but you know, they're fine. Husband who travels a lot. A little bit of background on me, just so you don't think I'm some like freak of nature, because I know sometimes you hear like top income earner, which makes me really awkward, by the way. I don't like that because, guys, I'm just very normal. I've been in the space for coming up on 7 years in July. The first 4.5 years were a little bit brutal, to say the least. A lot of failing forward, a lot of hard work put in and not much result. But I will say that every single decision I made in every single place I've been up until here is what got me here. I learned a ton. I learned what to do. I learned what not to do. And it was kind of a culmination of multiple people who I look at as mentors teaching me, here's the best way to accelerate the growth you want to get from where you are to where you want to be. And that's what I hope I can at least share a little bit with you guys about tonight. So I like to keep it super simple. I don't like to overcomplicate. I think, like I mentioned, we are all independent, confident, or at least, you know, you should all feel like you are confident, independent women who are creating some sort of financial security for yourselves, whether that's a couple $100, couple $1,000, whatever you want it to be. You are the only one in control of what happens from here on out. You've taken the first step. So now it's like, how do I get there? What do I do? How do I get there? And there's a million people that'll tell you a million different things, right? They're going to tell you, post on social media 5 times a day. Don't post 5 times a day. You know, talk to this many people. Don't talk to that many people. Sit back and wait. Be proactive. Get out there. At the end of the day, our only role here, you know, at Savvi is to connect people to the brand. This is how brands grow. Okay. Brands can advertise in traditional ways, like on TV or in magazines, and people are kind of shut off to that now, right? You watch TV. Do you remember the commercials you see? You probably don't, because we've all realized, and brands have realized, that word of mouth marketing, right? When somebody that you know, a friend, a family member shares something with you, you take it more seriously. And that is really the genius behind network marketing, social selling. I don't care what you want to call it, but it's the idea that you can promote a brand that you already use, that you find that you love, and they will compensate you for doing so. And I think that's the smartest thing you can do, because we are all busy, right? Life is chaotic, especially the past couple of years. And none of us are sitting on loads of free time. And what we are sitting on is the ability to look at the thing we always carry around with us, which, you know, guilty as charged, right? We're all connected to our phones because that's the way the world has kind of turned out. But we are all super connected. Why would you not give yourself a way to make money online while you're scrolling, while you're sharing things that you already love for free? You might as well figure out a way to make money doing it. So what are the, you know, kind of simple things to get going, to get started? Because most of you are pretty new here. It is really as simple as this. You just have to talk to people. You have to go out and talk to people. Now, if you're sitting here thinking like, I don't really like people, it's been 2 years, I've been locked in my house, kind of liked it. I mean, I'm kind of there with you, actually. I don't really like people. Guys, you're going to have to talk to people, okay? Sitting back and waiting for people to come to you will not help you make money. You want to literally accelerate starting point A to getting to starting point Z. You want to make it happen as fast as possible. Network marketing is the only place that you can literally compress 40 years of work into 3 to 5 years of activity. The name of the game with this online space, you guys, is leverage, right? It's creating a residual income stream. You do something for a short period of time, it pays you for a very long, you can't even see my hands, really long period of time. That's the idea behind it. So what do? You talk to people. How do you talk to people when you're brand new and you don't really know what you're talking about? Do you know that we are a clothing company? Do you know that most people you know have not heard of us? Do you know that you have the opportunity to have a link and share it? And if somebody clicks it and makes a purchase, you make money. Because if you know those three things, that is literally all you need to know. When I came on board here, it was March of 2020. So right before COVID hit and everything locked down, and life got weird. We didn't know anything. There was no Savvi community. There was no Savvi Lifestyle Co. on Facebook. There were no Mindset Mondays or Wednesday updates, which I just realized I missed tonight. Or no, today's Tuesday, right? I am totally off my game. Didn't miss it yet. There was none of that. All there was this tiny little seed of, here's a new brand. You already live in this stuff. Let's go share it. We had nothing for tools. We had nothing for training. I love training. I'm on here training you guys right now, but I will tell you this, if you train too much, it will slow you down. So the fastest way to get from where you are to where you want to be is to talk to people. You go and talk to the people you know. So step one, you guys, you are all brand new. If you haven't done this yet, you can do it now. You can do it tonight. If you've already done this, do it again, because the name of the game here is repetition. The name of the game here is consistency and redundancy. Yes, you're going to have a lot of conversations with a lot of people that all feel the same. Hey, Heather, have you heard of Savvi? I want to tell you more about this. You're a total badass. I would love to work with you. Hey, Jill, it's the same thing, you guys, over and over and over again, because you are sharing something that could potentially impact people. You're not hard selling. You're not convincing. You don't have to be a convincer or a creep, or, not a creep, but like a creepy person. You don't have to do that. You're not chasing people down. You're just saying, hey, what I've seen happen over the past 5 years is that women specifically, because guys, women dominate this industry. I don't know if you all know this. The online space is dominated about 85 to 87% by women, which is crazy, but so empowering, right? You've watched more and more people that that probably used to kind of roll their eyes at things like this, right? Like the Avon lady that came to your house in the 80s and 90s, or your cousin who did Mary Kay, which Mary Kay is great company. I actually do have a cousin that's with Mary Kay, but I didn't realize the power of these types of businesses or these types of ways to make money for yourself. The last 5-6 years have really opened up people's eyes. And so you see more and more people come into this space. And so I had a reason I was saying this, and I totally just lost my train of thought. This is what's great with me, you guys. You have no idea where this conversation is going to go. And sometimes I forget what I'm saying, but, I don't know if anybody knows where I was going with that. Let me know. The point is, it's going to feel super redundant, right? It's going to feel super simple, and you're going to be like, is it working? Am I doing this right? I don't really know what I'm talking about. You're doing it right because you're here now. So to get started, maybe this is where I was going. To get started, the simplest way is to start to think of, who do I know this makes sense for? Because at the end of the day, you are your own CEO, and you can hire, you don't really actually hire people, but you can choose who you get to share this with. You don't have to share it with people you don't like. You don't have to share it with like negative Nancy from high school who like bashes people online. You don't have to talk to her. You don't need her. What you're looking for is people who add value to your life, people who are outgoing and they're social and they're fun and they're personable. There's a million different characteristics, but think of people that you want to hang out with, right? So when I first got started, and this is what I train every single person who comes on directly with me to do, and hopefully other people too, is you make a list. No, not a list of 200. You don't need to put your grandmother down and like your neighbor who's 85 who like drives the mail truck. You don't need to put those people down. You need to put down people you'd want to work with, people that could get some sort of benefit out of this, people that could make some sort of impact, right? And feel better, because we want to make women feel better. We're not about just saying, hey, come join my team. We're about saying, hey, you live in this stuff, you buy this stuff. What if there was a smarter way to do those things, right? You're giving yourself the opportunity to make money. So you make a list, right? Your 10 easiest, your 10 best. This is where I start with everybody. And I don't know if you guys do this. So if I'm totally off base, Jill, just tell me to zip it. But you make a list, right? And you get moving and you go have conversations. You don't know what you're talking about? No big deal. You don't need to. Nothing you find in the back office is going to teach you how to have a conversation. Nothing you hear me say necessarily, or Heather or Jill or Casey or anyone else on here, is going to make you do it any better. The only way you get better is through practice, right? Practice is built. The more and more you do something, the better you get, right? That's how confidence is built too. You get on the bike the first time, you fall off, you get back on, you ride for a little bit longer. The more you do this, the more you have conversations, the better you will get. And the point of the systems we have here and kind of the roadmap we've drawn out for everybody here is that we want to make you get so good at having conversations, not so good at selling, not so good at convincing. Okay. And this is where I want you to take that part that maybe you're like, oh, I have to like pitch my friend on this. No, 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 no. You're not pitching anybody. You are saying, Heather, you like cute workout clothes, right? And Heather's like, yeah, obviously I live in New Hampshire, half an hour away. This is all we wear all year long. And I'm like, okay, I have no idea, but I feel like I just struck gold. I found this brand. It's new. I've never heard of it, but they're actually giving people like you and me, like normal people, a link, and we can like wear and share and we can make money. You should do this with me. Does that sound like I'm pitching her? It sounds like I'm a friend talking to a friend being like, I just found the best Mexican restaurant and they serve up really good margaritas and we're going next Tuesday. I'm not saying, hey, come join me. I'm saying, hey, I found something cool and I think there might be a benefit to you in this. And then that person can say, tell me more. And you're like, I don't know anything else because I'm new. I don't know. But you know what I do know? Let me send you a super quick video. Or let me plug you into an info session tonight. Super casual, like 10 minutes. Hop on and listen. I don't know what I'm talking about, but they're hosted by people that have been here for longer, right? And they can fill you in. Guys, anyone can do that. My 5-year-old, well, she's almost 5. She's 4.5, but she also thinks she's like 25. Guys, the conversation she has after listening to me talk to people, she's like, hey, Ava, you should come do Savvy with me. And I'm like, if my 4-year-old can have that conversation, guys, and she's 4, any of us can. But the simple part to it is you don't care what the outcome is. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to say, oh, wow, Jill's crazy for doing one of those things. Guess what? If Jill makes money doing one of those things, she's actually pretty freaking brilliant, right? We're women. We need to take control back. And this is an opportunity for us to do just that. So you make your list, your 10 easiest, your 10 best guys. 10 easiest to me is my friends. Who do I want to tell about this? Whether or not they say, yes, I want to do this with you, or yes, send me your link, who cares? I want my friends to know what I'm up to. Just like if my friend gets a promotion in her corporate job, she's going to say, hey guys, I got a promotion. Let's go out and celebrate. Same deal, you guys. Let's not make it weird. We are all just trying to do better for ourselves, right? So 10 easiest, people you want to share this with, people that you know and love. 10 best, this is why I call it 10 best, because when you close your eyes and when you first heard of Savvy, right, there were people that probably popped into your mind that maybe they teach fitness classes and they live in this stuff and they're in front of people every day, all day. Maybe they're investors who are like super savvy business people who are always looking for ways to turn a little bit of income into a lot, right? It doesn't matter who it is, but you had people that came to mind. They might not be your best friends, but they could be the friend of a friend of a friend. It could be your husband's best friend's wife. Who knows? Who cares? Your brother's, whatever. You get my point. Think of people that this makes sense for. That's your other list. And then what you do is you go and say to them, hey, I found something. I don't know much about it, but I'm pretty freaking stoked about it. You should check this out. Watch this video. It's 5 minutes. Tell me your thoughts. Guys, it is as simple as that, okay? Our role here is to connect people back to the brand. We're not saying join my team. We're not saying buy my leggings. We're saying I found this and I feel like for some reason it might benefit you, right? Maybe we say it a little bit more confidently. We're saying that. And then when they're like, tell me more, you're not like, let me get on the phone because you don't know anything. You're not, no, you're keeping it simple. We are busy. We are moms. We are wives. We are girlfriends. We are working. We are hobbying. We are traveling. We are trying to survive. Who knows what's going on everywhere else in the world. We are busy. We don't have time to get on the phone. We have time to send a video. Here, watch this video. And while you watch this 5-minute video, I'm going to go bathe my children. While you watch this 5-minute video, I'm going to go out to dinner. While you watch this 5-minute video, I'm going to go sleep, right? People on the West Coast want a video. I'm in bed already. Here's the video. Watch it later. I'm going to sleep. I'm not waking up to talk to you. Not because I don't want to, but because this is all about leveraging your time and working smarter, not harder, you guys. So you connect with people, you share the plan, right? You've connected with good people that you know, your 10 easiest, your 10 best, you go from there. Then you share information. You send a video, you plug them into an info session. And Jill, Heather, everyone here can plug you into when those are. And then you let them digest the information. What questions do you have? Do you think this makes sense for you? Or Heather, this makes total sense for you, right? You need to come do this. Because when I say, hey, Heather, do you want to do this with me? Heather might be like, eh. But when I'm like, Heather, listen, girlfriend, we're going to do this and we're going to blow it up and we're going to have a freaking blast. She's like, okay, right? Because it's fun. It's clothing. We're not selling like something hard that doesn't feel fun. We're selling things we all put on our bodies every single day. We're selling people the opportunity to have a link so when they go to the playground and they're wearing a pair of leggings, because what else do you wear to the playground? And some other stranger mom comes up to you and says, hey, I like those. Where'd you get them? You're not like, oh, I got them from Old Navy. Old Navy is not paying you money when you recommend Old Navy. Savvi is. So why would you not give yourself an opportunity to make money? So that's the idea behind it, guys. You connect, you share the plan. And when someone says, yes, I want to shop. Yes, I want to do this with you because I think I see the power in having a link. Boom, you enroll them and that's it. But you're not convincing. Okay. That is it. That is the only thing you have to do. We could talk social media. We can talk reels. We can talk sitting and watching trainings. We can talk a million different things. But at the end of the day, if you are not talking to people, having conversations, that is the only thing you need to do in this space, in this industry. That's the only thing you need to do. Everything else is extra credit. Think about when you're in high school and someone gives you an assignment, right? For homework, there's extra credit attached. There's no way to just do the extra credit, but not do the homework. You've got to do the work. And then everything else is extra. Okay. You've got to talk to people. The more people you talk to, the more people you show the plan to by plugging into an info session or sending a video, the more people are going to digest information. The more people are going to say, yeah, that's smart. I'm in. Okay. Doesn't matter what your goals look like here. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to. No one's going to push you to go faster. No one's going to try to slow you down. We're here to support you, but this takes work and it takes consistency. So what do you do every single day? You connect with people. Hey, what's up? No idea what I'm talking about, but I found something really cool. You should check this out. Watch this video and then hit me back after you're done. Guys, you could flash that message out to so many people. You don't have to word vomit. No reason, there's no reason to type out a whole paragraph. We're just being normal. Because at the end of the day, I don't know about all of you, but when I go to bed and I go on Instagram, all I see are ads that I end up clicking on and buying things that aren't even great, or celebrities or influencers pitching products. And I'm like, oh, sure, I'll buy those shorts. Oh, sure, I'll buy that hat. Okay, I'll buy that skincare, whatever, right? I'm being influenced by people that I don't even know. Why would I not give myself a chance to just share things with people that I do know? We already do it anyway. Okay. So that's it, you guys. It is as simple as connecting. It is as simple as sharing some sort of resource with them and then just moving fast through the process. If someone doesn't answer you, who cares? You're going to have people that don't answer you. That's okay. Right. Think about a waitress in a restaurant. She's like, do you want more coffee? And I'm like, no. She's not like, oh, I am offended. I am offended. And I'm going to go cry in the back. She's like, okay, no big deal. Moving on. That's all you're doing, right? You're moving on. You're talking to as many people as possible not because you're just looking for a warm body, because you know that there are people out there looking for what we have. There are people looking for someone to say to them, hey, I see something in you. I have something that might be beneficial to you. And I want you to take a look. Most people are not brave enough or not bold enough to ask you for information. You're going to have to start the conversations yourself. And if you follow what Jill is doing, if you follow what Heather is doing, if you follow what other people here who are having success are doing, they're simply connecting with people, you guys. Okay. This is a business of connections, the business of networking and then marketing what you have. That's it. But it's fun. This should be fun. Don't make it a have to. Don't make it like, oh, I have to talk to somebody about stuff. Be like, this is the coolest thing. It's clothing. I don't know, as a little kid, I remember like getting dressed and I mean, I was not like cool as a kid. I'm not cool now either, but I was hoping I was going to progress a little bit more than I did. I did not, but it was always like my dream to like get dressed. I love dressing up. I love putting on clothes. I love making different types of outfits. And I was always like, if I could get paid to do this, how cool would that be? And now 40 years old, right here I am doing exactly that. And there's nothing more empowering than being able to be a mom, right? If you're a mom, you can relate. If you're a wife or a girlfriend, you can relate. If you're just a woman who's out there living in a freaking man's world, you can relate. There's nothing more empowering than saying, you know what? I have every single thing I need to control and dictate the way my life goes on from here. And you can do that with network marketing, you guys. Okay. It is the more you put out, the more will flow to you, right? You think positive thoughts. You think, I do have something people want. And again, you're not convincing, you're not selling. You're just saying, here, I have this. You should probably check it out. And if you don't want to, that's totally fine. I still love you. But I'm going to be over here sharing with more people because there are people looking to make money and make an impact and empower and inspire and to feel really good in what they're wearing. And the coolest thing about Savvi, you guys, honestly, from 2 years of experience, totally honest, you put the clothes in your body and you go live your life because they start conversations for you. Skincare, CBD, other wellness products that you ingest, no one's like, hey, I can tell you're using CBD. Tell me more. Like that doesn't happen because they don't visually see it. With clothing, what happens? We go places and people, even strangers, say to us, where did you get that? It's a normal conversation women have every day. This is the only product I've ever represented in the online space that literally starts the conversation for you, which takes the weirdness out of it. Hey, where'd you get that? And you're like, I don't want to share my link. No, you're like, it's a new brand. It's called Savvi. They're like, oh, where can I get it? Here's my link. Check it out. What do you usually shop for? Oh, I don't know. I look for leggings. Cool. Here's my 3 favorites. Guys, this is not difficult. We don't need to overcomplicate it. It is as simple as connect, share, and roll. Connect, share, and roll. Wash, rinse, repeat. And the more you do it, the more comfortable and confident you will be doing it. And the more people you will have come to you. That's just how it works. The better you get, the better you get. The more you know, the more you know. That's not even what makes sense. You know better, you do better. That doesn't even make sense here. So anyway, I got off on a tangent. So that's it. I mean, honestly, 2 years in here, do we have better resources 2 years in than we did when I started? Absolutely. Do we have better clothing? Absolutely. We're not in lockdown anymore. We can actually see people in person. Yeah. Do we have better training resources? Absolutely. Do we have better support from corporate? Yep. But guess what? The opportunity to share this has not changed. The role has not changed. We are sharing a brand and helping it grow organically. That's it. That's it. And it is completely up to you if you want to take it and just run with it. If you do, you have the runway in front of you. If you want to take it and be more casual, that's fine too. But do not for 1 second be the only thing that's holding yourself back. If you want to turn this into a 10 grand a month income stream for yourself, know that you can do it. You can do it. Okay. When I came into this industry, I was like 10 grand. I'd be happy to make 250 a month. Like, what am I doing? And once you realize that you can make 250, you can make 250, you can make 2,500, you can make 25,000. It's all just repetition and keeping it simple and doing the thing that works, which is talking to people over and over and over and over and over again. And that's it. And you have fun with it because this is fun. There's nothing smarter or more powerful than the network marketing industry, you guys. I could talk about it for hours. The wealthiest people on the planet have their hands in network marketing. Bill Gates, network marketing. Warren Buffett, network marketing. It's smart and it's powerful. And as women, there's no reason why we can't just take it and run. So I don't know if that's I have one more thing to talk about. I told Jill I was talking about Go-Getter. So for all of you guys that are new, there's a pilot program that just launched for April. It's called Go-Getter. The idea behind it is the company is going to offer profit sharing for people who qualify. To qualify, you need to enroll 2 brand partners. Enroll 2 brand partners with 500 volume combined. So like 1 person, 2 people, combine them or more. And you get entered into profit sharing pools. Guys, that's free money the company's offering. Every single person that's here, whether you're brand new, whether you've been here for a few months, that is the one thing you're going for. You're going to bring on 2 people. You're going to bring on 2 people. And when you bring on 2 people, you're going to immediately teach them how to go and get that profit sharing too. And you're going to help them bring on 2 people. That is how this works. Good people, fun people, outgoing people, people that will add value to your life. But that is what you are doing. You get 2 people, you help them get 2 people. And that is where the snowball effect takes place. You go from 1 to 2, 1 to whatever. The math works out somehow, but I don't know what that is. That's all it is. So the Go-Getter pilot program, there's info, I'm sure, somewhere on the brand partner page, but that's your money for the taking. And when corporate dangles money and they say, hey, this is a bonus to get you off to a fast start. Hey, it's profit sharing. It's basically a piece of the company's profits. That's for you to go take. And that's extra on top of your commission. So that is what every single person that I know is shooting for. That's what I am shooting. That's what we're all shooting for. Get 2 people. Okay. Every single person. There's no reason why you can't. And you guys have incredible leadership here. You have people that are actually not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk, right? They're showing up in the enroller pools. They're showing up in the customer pools. They're showing up in general, which is so important. You go follow what Heather and Jill are doing, because if they're doing it and it's giving them results, you do the same thing. It will give you results too, because what they are doing is not anything special. I mean, I love them both and they're amazing, amazing people, right? But what they're doing isn't anything different. They're just doing more of it. They're just talking to people. They're just redundant, that's not a word, being redundant, consistent, repetitive, day after day, talking to people, showing the plan, and rolling over and over and over. Okay. So I think that's my spiel. I hope that was helpful. I talk really fast. I apologize. But I'm pumped for all of you because you're in a really good place and you truly I'm not like your hype person by any means. Hopefully you can kind of get that read from me, but I do know the power of this industry. It's changed my family's life big time. And all I did was talk to people. And that's still all I do. It's an even playing field for us all. We can all talk to people. We can all meet new people. We can all say, hey, I found this. You should check it out. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lauren. Lauren, do you care if I just open it up for questions of anyone? I know Lauren.
No, go for it.
Lauren's like leaving for Florida, I think like tomorrow or something. So the fact that
no,
where are you going?
Not till Friday. St. Pete Beach, but not till Friday night. We're
okay,
fine.
not till Friday. But does anybody, before we let her like run off and go deal with putting kids to bed and stuff, does anybody have any questions for her? I know Heather is going to talk about a couple things too. We can help you with the videos. Yeah, we can help you with videos. That's an easy thing. And then what Lauren was speaking of, and I know this is something that I am working on each week, is Lauren, the other founders are putting together Zoom calls 3 nights a week. I usually put I put the link in our chat. But you guys, that's a really great, smart way to work as a mom, to work as a busy woman. I can literally have as many people as I want on that Zoom. They're going to hear, I don't have to do the work. I literally just have to sit there and nod and smile and then answer their questions at the end. But it is so simple. So what Lauren's talking about with, our company has come a long way. We didn't have any of these systems. I know we've been creating them, but we really do have a community-based company. We have a community-based brand where we are all here to help you build your business. And it's just a matter of going out and talking to the people and getting them plugged in. Does anybody have any questions before we let Lauren go? No, anybody? You guys can unmute if you want. Okay, very helpful. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Heather, do you want to speak to kind of your transformation of about, I know we had a talk. Heather and I have been kind of accountability partners for the last many months. And she just, I think one day I just literally had to look at her and be like, you're going to have to stop just making reels and you're going to have to reach out to people. And I think that was a big mind shift for her. And look at her this month, she's in the pool. So you want to take it, Heather?
Hi, so I am from New Hampshire. I'm a personal trainer. I know some of you on here are too. I am also a busy mom and I have other businesses going on, but so I am new. I am new to this industry, like fresh. I started with Savvi in April, so I'm now a year in. So it was very interesting getting started because again, like I have never done this and my comfort zone was, okay, let me just start doing I need to grow my social media account. I need to start doing reels. I need to do attraction marketing. I need to have these pretty pictures. No, all wrong, all wrong. So and I was really nervous about talking to people. I have never done this before. I didn't know how to bring it up. And I will tell you, as soon as Jill, who kept pushing me, had me make that switch, it changed my complete business. My business basically doubled in like 3 months. My paycheck has like tripled in 3 months because I went from like all this money making activity, all this busy work, right? I thought I was actually working my business, but I was like just being busy doing flashy things, right? And I went down, I put my head down and I just started talking to people. And seriously, within 3 months, my entire business flipped. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. Yes, Allison, see, she said, speaks to me. So you guys, like, seriously, like if you want to make money, focus on doing money making work, which is talking to people. So I still enjoy reels. Like I still like that aspect, right? People still will ask me about my clothes in my reels and things like that. But that I do my money making work first. And then if I have time, then I go into the flashy fun stuff, right? So I'm telling you, if you want to make money, right? And I hope that you're here because you want to make some money, talk to people. It's the easiest thing. You have 10 minutes, talk to people, don't make a reel. You have 10 minutes, don't post, talk to somebody. I'm just telling you right now, if you want to, and you want to make money faster than slower, the more people you talk to, the more money you're going to make. There is never enough. There's never enough people that you can talk to. I really like, especially you guys, I'm in the fitness industry. Hello, we're selling leggings. So like, I look at all of you who are on here in the fitness industry. Like, this is literally like an amazing business for us. And I thought it was such a no-brainer. I'm like, I need to tell every personal trainer about this, because we live in these clothes. So even if you're not a trainer, we're all still getting dressed. But just talk to people. Talk to people. Talk to people. And I swear you will start making so much money. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I need to talk to more people and more people and more people. All right. So just, that's all I can say is just talk to people. And if you're looking at making some sales, right, you need to also still talk to people. It doesn't even matter whether you want to recruit or you want to make sales. You need to talk to people, talk about your clothes, walk into the gym and be like, you like my new shirt? Yeah, I got this. This is Savvi. You got to talk to people. Okay. Talk to people. That is like tattooed on my forehead. I talk to people all day. All
I
right.
might have beat her over the head with that just a little bit.
And power hours and accountability partners are definitely the way to go. And Jill and I, we do a power hour all week long. There are power hours we can hook you into. Like if you see somebody on here that you kind of maybe like know or want to get to know, and you want to ask them to be your accountability partner, that like it helps. It really does help. It really, really does help, because maybe something comes up and you're like, I don't know how to, answer this question. Well, maybe your accountability partner does, or we're here too. So like, come and be on our Zoom, like our Zooms, our power hours, and try to find an accountability partner that makes you do the work.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah. It's not a powwow. It really is a power hour. And we work the whole time, but it is great to just say, hey, if I say this to her, is this going to offend her? It's just bouncing those ideas. Lauren, we did have one question from Allison, and I don't know, Allison, if you want to come off mute, but she just was, how do you know how to respond to objectives? So is there or objections? Is there a specific one, Allison, that you were wondering about?
That's funny. I was just typing another question. So I feel like I've talked to just kind of a few bigger influencers, and I actually was just kind of looking at some of that while we were talking. People who, I don't know exactly what sponsorships look like for people, especially once they get hundreds of thousands of followers. But that's the place that I know it's kind of a big hill to climb, but I want to tap into those people and figure out why Savvi would be a better choice for them than, say, Alphalete or Bombshell. Do you guys know much about what some of those programs offer, and just how to kind of get around that? Does that make sense?
I can give you a general answer on that. Every single company, probably, or not every single company, but a lot of companies have some sort of affiliate programs, or they have partnerships with people that have a certain level of influence. The things you're going to want to look for, because there's no blanket answer that's going to give you like the specifics you're looking for, but the things you're going to want to look for is, does the company give them clothing up front, and in exchange, they have to post a certain amount of times? If it's an affiliate program, what type of percentage off do they get, right? And what percentage of commission do they make? If somebody clicks their link one time, how long does the cookie, when you go to websites like accept all cookies now everywhere, it's everywhere. How long does their cookie last for? Because most companies that are affiliate programs, like an Alo Yoga, like a Lulu, their cookie only lasts for 30 to 45 days, which means if they click Heather's link, they're only connected to her for 45 days, which means they might see somebody else's link in 45 days. And now Heather was the one that initially connected them to the brand, but now they can buy through somebody else. So those are things to look at, right? What are they getting in exchange for what they're doing, right? What are they doing? Are they purchasing products, getting a discount, and then making higher commission? What are they making for commission? Maybe they're being rewarded with free clothes versus commission credits. You're going to want to like dig into that. I will tell you that, there's tons of influencers out there. It's not the easiest code to crack, but there are tons of people always looking for ways to make more money. And if they're already doing it and there's a way to do the same thing, but do it better and maximize their efforts, this could be that. So it just depends on what they're doing, how it aligns, and kind of digging into the partnerships they currently have, because it truly is different with everybody. I hope that was helpful.
No, that was helpful. The other thing that I've gotten kind of is some people don't want to build the team, and I know they don't have to. So I guess just having that conversation again, I'm kind of new to this. So the percentage that they make when they just sell, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to necessarily form the words to be like, you really want to build a team because that's where the residuals are. But the style box kind of gives you residuals too.
Absolutely. And you make straight answers, 20%. That's the easiest way to answer that question. Every single time somebody clicks your link and makes a purchase, you make 20% of every single purchase. That is the simplest way to answer that.
Yeah.
And you don't have to build a team. Listen, what I think is cool about this is organically people are going to come to you and be like, hey, you're like a normal mom in my town. How did you get a link? And I'm like, I don't really know. They gave me one. I enrolled, but people are drawn to this because, again, in like historically, it's been influencers or celebrities who get links to share, right? Like until a few months ago, you couldn't get like the link, sticker on Instagram unless you had more than 10,000 followers, which is so annoying, right? But now you see more and more normal everyday people having the ability to click a link or share a link. So it's just, sorry, my kids were screaming in the background. I thought my husband was going to put them to bed. He did not. But it's 20% anytime somebody clicks your link. But you might have a team that grows organically. But what I think is really powerful is that even if you have a team that grows, it doesn't mean you're the boss or the CEO or the mom or the babysitter. It just means you connected people to the brand. It is not your job to support. It is not your job to babysit or handhold. It is simply your job to say, here's the resources you need. Here is where you find them. I'm here to support you. Let me know how I can help. But it's not your job to do it. So a lot of people think, I don't want to build a team because that sounds super tiring. Like, I already have kids. I already have a family. I don't want to have more kids. I don't want to have more people I have to motivate. It's not about that. It's just about saying, hey, this is what I did that worked, and now I'm here to share it with you so that you can make it work best for you too, right? But yeah, no one has to build a team here. The idea that the residual team commission gets bigger and bigger, the more people taking part in an action together is always going to have a bigger result than just one person, right? I can't personally have 100,000 customers. I don't know 100,000 people. But if I have a team of thousands of people and they all know 10 people, guess what? That's 100. Well, that might be math that's off a little bit, but you know where I'm going with that. The actions and efforts of many is always going to outpace the actions and efforts of one. And that's the whole idea behind network marketing. If you want to get into it just to share with customers, that is totally fine. We have tons of programs for that. There's a customer pool for that. There's tons of money you can still make. But you are going to have people that come to you and say, I want to get a link too. And it's going to organically happen. So either way, 20% is the answer. I hope that is helpful, Allison.
And don't get hung up either. Like if you're talking to someone and it's hard, don't get hung up on one person, right? Because there's people who are going to see this and just want it so badly. So just don't let anyone stop you from continuing to share. Just do that too. And some of you in here too, like we had to follow up, right? Like life gets busy. So sometimes like you do connect with someone, they get interested, and maybe like, time goes on and there's a little bit of quiet time. Following up is very key and also very important because everybody's busy, right? Like even though Savvi is like the first thing on my mind when I wake up, it might not be on yours, especially if you're not in Savvi yet, right? So like being a friendly reminder and, following up with people is very good. And it's, I mean, how many of you had to have a follow-up? Yeah, probably all of you. Yeah, yeah, me, yeah. Okay, so there you go. So just remember, follow up, and again, don't let one person stop you. Just keep, don't marry the result. Fall in love with the process, and you will. The more you do it, the better it gets, the easier it gets. You find your voice, you feel confident. It gets better the more you do it, just like anything else in life.
I love that. Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off and put my kids to bed. But Jill and Heather, thank you guys for having me on.
Thanks.
Everyone that's new here, not so new. If you ever need anything, you have two amazing leaders in front of you. But if you ever need anything, I'm always here to help. I try to do as much as I can, and you are in a really, really good spot. So just take it and run with it. Okay. So have a good rest of your Tuesday night. Thank you again for having me on, you guys. And I can't wait to see all your names in these go-getter pools. Exciting stuff, right? Exciting stuff. All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Hey, Michelle, I'll answer your question if you don't mind. So I think you're asking, so Michelle has a question, and it's just like, do we find ourselves talking to more people in person or online? So the really cool thing about Savvi is you can do what works for your life. So there's days like today, I didn't leave the house. Okay. But I still worked my business. And so it was very much online. I love being home. I've got the 17-year-old there. He drives around. I'm not leaving the house as much, but we just finished wrestling where I was out of the house a lot. So I was like talking about it, and I was, connecting more with people. Now, one of the things that Lauren said on our call, like last week, is that she's really working on leaving the house more, so that she is in front of people. She's going here and dropping kids off and talking about things. So I think that's really cool that you could do it either or. Me, myself, like if you're asking me personally, I do more online. That's just how I've done it. Now that's not to say like, I definitely, Heather and I had this conversation today. I definitely work in my warm market. It's just sometimes I work online. Like I have a lot of customers who have purchased for me that I personally know, I see at football games. It's just, we end up connecting online, we end up connecting through Facebook or, things like that. But I get made fun of by my family because I don't leave the house very often. But when I was out, I recruited my nail girl. I got my lash girl, my hair girl, so I am talking about it when I'm out, for sure. Yeah, Tanny never leaves her house. Yeah, I know. And I think we've kind of been conditioned like with COVID, right? That we weren't leaving the house, but it's good. It's good. And then when you leave the house, put these clothes on, because it does amaze me. How many times people ask, my daughter will come home from dance tonight and she wore something Savvi. She, passed out my leg kind of thing. And it is amazing when you put these clothes on your body. You guys, good questions. Anybody else? I don't want to take, everyone's whole night, but I definitely want to make sure we get everything answered for you guys. And one thing I was going to say, is that some of us, I know Heather and I and Casey's on here and Lauren, we are going to Cancun at the end of this month. It's a trip that we earned. It's going to be a chance for you guys. All just came in new, so you didn't really have this chance, but it's going to be a chance for you guys to earn next year. Like hint, hint, we will all be there together. Like visualize that now, put it on your goal poster. However, just because you guys can't be there, the company has made a virtual ticket. And so you might have seen something about this in an email. And what this virtual ticket, I think it's $45. Don't quote me on that, but it's not that expensive. And it's basically what it's going to do. It's going to give you a virtual ticket to our Saturday night event, which is really fun. If I remember from last year, it's the fashion show. They're going to probably roll out a few things, talk more about this incentive with this new incentive with the pools, which is really cool. They will also, they're also going to give you swag. So we get really cool swag when we go on these trips, and I'm talking really, really cool. So even with the price of your ticket being that inexpensive, you also get swag. So if that's something that you guys want to do, I am going to put that in the thread, in the Savvi Mamas thread. I just wanted to give a precursor to that. Thank you. Me too. You had me at swag. I know for a fact it's cute. Okay. Little birdie told me I might've been at headquarters, and yeah, it's going to be really cute. So if you guys want to do that, it's really inexpensive and you get to feel part of it. Then there's a dance party and all that kind of stuff. So that might be something just to kind of get the feel of the company as well. Okay. Any other questions, you guys? Thank you so much for being on here. I'm super excited, like super excited to see all of your beautiful faces. And I just
Jill's internet kind of shoots out because she's like in Colorado, but like in the mountains. So thank you all so much for coming. If you have questions, the best way, text us or on the Savvi Mama Facebook chat. You can go on in there and ask us questions, but most of you have our direct contact. So just feel free and do those power hours. Do them. We're there. They're here to help you. It's just consistency. Oh, she's trying to come back. Let's see if she comes back. Jill, you good?
Yes, I lost power for a second. We're having a crazy win. So sorry about that. Anyway, I'm sure you were wrapping it up, but I'm just super excited to be all on here, and we feel so blessed. Heather and I feel so blessed to partner with you guys, like 100%. So we are here. If there's a way that we can help you, if you guys are interested in hopping on a power hour with us, you all are welcome. You all are welcome. Okay. Or finding your own power partner. That's awesome too. Okay. Anything else you wanted to add, Heather? Maybe you were already adding it while I was trying to figure out why my. Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Bye. Thank you.